Sarvebhyo Namo Namah. Good evening to all. And then we are starting again our class with the topic of Ayurveda. So, about the starting rules, we are going to do Vande Mataram. After that, session starting Prarthana. Now it is the Vande Mataram's time. Vande Mataram. Vande Mataram. Sujalam Sufalam Malayaj Sitala Tasya Syamalam Mataram Vande Mataram Suprajyotsna Pulakitayamini Pullakusumita Drumadala Sobhini Suhasini सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं. Thank you, one and all. I request Sailata madam to chant the Prardhana slokas.
Namaste. 1 minute of meditation. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Ganana Antva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashunvannotibhis Siddhasadanam Shri Mahaganaadhipataye Namaha Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhenama Vitriyavato Ganeshaya Namaha Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha Gurureva Gatir Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Guroh Paramam Shishurasmi Guroho Matirasti Gurau Mam Pahi Guro ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Dhanyavad Mahodaya. And then I am requesting Kavita Madam to continue our session with the Ayurveda topic. Welcome, Madam. Kavita Madam.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yeah, Madam.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. अंगिराजमदग्निश्च वशिष्ठ कश्यपो भृगु आत्रेयो गौतमा सांख्या पुलस्त्यो नारदोऽसीत् अगस्त्यो वामदेवश्च मार्कण्डेयाश्वलायनौ पारीक्षीर्भिक्षुरात्रेयो भारद्वाजः कपिञ्जलः विश्वामित्राश्मरथौ च भार्गवश्च वनो विजित् गार्ग्या शाण्डिल्य कौण्डिन्यो वार्षिदेवलगालवौ सांकृत्यो वैजवापिश्च कुशिको बादरायणः बडीशा शरलो माच काव्य कात्यायना विभो कांकायना कैकशेयो धौम्यो मारीच कौश्यपो शर्कराक्षो हिरण्याक्षो लोकाक्ष पैंगिरेव च शौनकः शाकुनेयश्च मैत्रेयो मयमयातनिः वैखानसा बालखिल्यास्तथा चान्यमहर्षयाः Yesterday, we have gone through all the basic concept, all the darshana factor from where Ayurveda has taken their philosophy, and a bit of Ayurveda everywhere I have tried to touch it out, right? And yesterday there was a question regarding genetics. Is there any other question also? So that in my lecture I will take it out. Beside that, if any.
Madam, can you please tell us how to drink water, madam, before, after food? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Anything else? Okay. Then we will go with that genetic theory. All of us with the at present science, which we say that they are leading the medical fraternity. If we go to them or do the genetic study, what they do? Either the factors or gene came from mother side or father side. Anything else? No. See how the research of our acharyas has done it out. They have not only described about maternal or paternal, what they called as matrij bhava or Matrij Bhava. Beside this, all of us know that many a times if the disease is not getting cured and all that, and some our priest or our full purohit, they say us that you perform this puja or you do this, donate these things and we get the relief. Some of us might be having that experience also. So how it works? What is the logic behind it? Or whenever we show our birth horoscope to the any who is knowing it well, sometimes they say that you are all graha gocharas and like this, and at the age of this you will get joint pain, or you might be having some surgery, or you might be, how it is done and what it has to do with the medical science. All these factors our acharyas has taken into consideration, and they had formed an analysis of it. Just like it is not from the mother and father only. Sometimes we called it as a karmaj vyadhi. If you do wrong for others, some or other day, it will happen to you also. So when our prakriti, our body, in Garbhavakranti Adhyay, they say it out that there are minimum six bhavas, or we can call them as a just like genetics, which are inherited not only from your mother or father, from your previous karmas, from your previous food habits. That's why while performing Shraddha, what we do? That my mother-in-law like this, so I will give this. Really they are eating? No, that percolate through the generation. That habits also percolate through the generation. They have taken that in consideration. So whatever the factors which come from mother side, they call it as a matrij bhavas. For example, many of us have observed that the skin color, tone of the skin, maximum times it is taken from the mother. If mother is fair, children are fair. Sometimes if father is too dark, then that will be the brown shade also. Yes, because the genes, they have, in biology, we have said that double helix structure. So in AU and on that collaboration, adenine, guanine and all that. So what are the bhavas which are from maternal side? One is skin. Then we have talked yesterday about 7 dhatus. From that, rakta, mans and med, as these are called to be mrudu. Then nabhi, umbilicus. We all know that prior our own respiration, first engulf of the air, all our nutrition, all our circulatory system, from where we get it out? From nabhi only. After birth, as now the supplement nutrition is not going from the umbilical cord, the collateral channels which then exist throughout your life, that get established. So this important nabhi, because this nabhi puran will come in our dincharya riticharya also. That's why I'm explaining over here. So nabhi part is also taken from mother side. Then hriday, heart, yakrit, liver, spleen, pliha, kidneys, bladder, stomach, and intestine. See, all near about almost all vital organs are taken from the mother side. Then they have considered pitrij bhavas. What your body parts or factors they have come from your father? They are kesh, hairs. Then beard, then mustache, then your nails, your teeth, your bony structure part, that may be your skeleton, that may be your bones, that may be your ligament, your joints and all that. and the circulatory system, Shira and Dhamani, what they call arteries and veins. Because arteries and veins are the main thing which will provide nutrition to your each and every cell. Then they have considered third factor, they call it as a Atmaj Bhavas. Now, this Atmaj can be taken into consideration with two terminologies. One, what may be related to our Atma. जैसे ना आत्मा संस्कारी थी आपकी ऐसी हुई है. If it is like that only, in previous life you have done the karmas like that, then it will happen. Just like for the piles, Acharya says that if in some of your lineage you have done some robbery or stealing of anything, then the person, some or other in generation, that will be precipitated with the piles. Or if the person has taken food without giving something, free ka food. Nowadays, look goes in Bhandara and all that and enjoy the food and all that. No doubt is prasadam, you can take it out, but it is not like that always you should depend on that food only. The person who are taking that, they may land in one or second generation, one birth, third birth, up to 14 births, they can have that and they may land in the diabetes. We have to study it. But how can we study? Nobody will tell that, yes, I do like this. But they have observed that because in their era, the lifespan was too high, 400 years. If we say that in the Satyug, Tretayug, Dwapar Yuga and Kali Yuga, we say that 400, 300, 200 on grossly and 100 years, like that. So these Atmaj Bhavas, they are also transmitted from one generation to another. Then Rasaj Bhavas, nutrition factors, what we called it yesterday, we have seen the hormonal disorder. Sometimes they can be also genetic. See, only if we go to allopathy, they say it is from mother side or other side. What they are saying, it is on the food habits also, your nutritional pattern also. Then Satmyaj Bhavas also contribute to your personality. What is Satmyaj Bhavas? In the jungle Anupar Sadharan Desh, if I am residing over there and my daily food habits is like that I am eating something, then by birth my body get adjusted to that. For example, in MP, there is a region called Nimad. They have the daily habit of eating that sattu. But in rest of the India or other parts, it is seasonal. They never eat it. In the rest of the part, it is only the summer food. But in Nimad region, even we never give to the newborn, but there they give it, making the thin slurry of it, and by dropper they give it to their kids. So these Satmaj Bhavas also are transmitted. And then sixth bhav is Sattvaj Bhavas, which is more to your Manas Bhavas. We say na, वो बहुत sattvic है. Or that person is more Rajasic, always quarreling. Some or other they find the reason for to utter some harsh words or hurt anyone verbally or like that. So these bhavas are also transmitted. And for the same reason, in cancer patients, many a times, or there are some glimpses which says that Bhagavad Gita recitation or the reading of the Bhagavad Gita chapters, that helps. Because it is just like the Mano Vishad Yoga, which has been there with the Arjuna. What happens in Mano Vishad Yoga? We cannot judge what is proper or what is right and wrong. We are unable to take the decisions. The same thing happens at the cellular level. Cells don't know how to behave. Which shape I have to take? Our whole body has been developed from a single cell. While I said you, our body is very wonderful. It has a tremendous memory. It has its own structures. While the development, how that cell knows that if I have to take the nose structure, that should be up to that mark only, not like this. The ear should be up to this limit only, not like this. These bhavas are also transmitted from it. That's why yesterday, when I am not remembering the name, whose question was that, I said, you will not get a single medicine or the formula for that cancer treatment or genetic recitation. These all bhavas with this history, you have to take it out. And beside that, that will depend on the sattva of that patient's, that how reliably and truthfully he give you the history. If we consider all these bhavas, and if the patient is cooperative, they have a total faith in you, then they give it you, the history and all that. Then it becomes a bit easy task for it. Or we can, a second thought procedure can be there, that which organ or which system it is involved in the disease, and then we can think retrospectively that this is either it is matruj bhavas, or this is a pitruj bhava, or has to something to do with the atmaj bhava, because we have to take the help of that patrika also, horoscope. Yesterday only I told you, they all existing knowledge streams, they have engulfed it. And after that, a beautiful bouquet of the knowledge has come out of all the flowers, all they have taken from each and every. And now they also say that whatever existing, you have to take. So I think the concept of that cancer and genetic factor might have get cleared. Okay. Now we have to go to our, yesterday we have left with, prior that I will just 3-4 branches which are, we cannot say it as a branches, but yes, nowadays they are evolving. Still they are in the budding stage, or some branches are established also, but they are evolving. So I will touch it out, and then we will go to that charya part although. So one, always Ayurveda say about one more experience I want to share over here. Jvarahara, when we recite Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra, there is that you won't get fever. Falashruti is you won't get fever. In Ayurveda, they have given other part, that if you have fever and after giving medicine also, if you are not able to control the temperature, then Vishnu Sahasranama helps it out. There is one animal study has been done in Pune, where on mice, they have created the artificial fever, rise in the temperature and all that in a control situation, and they have played audio of Vishnu Sahasranama over there. And after 1.5 hours, they found that the temperature has come down without any medication. Do we need more evidence like this? It has to be, but we have to prove it with efforts, with think procedure. Because in is doing this Vishnu Sahasranama project, it is not mentioned that Vishnu Sahasranam of how much time it should get completed, how much its frequency, laya should be like which, we don't know. So near about 126 available Vishnu Sahasranam audios first has been listened, and then we try and error which acts over there. Then it becomes scientific. Because nowadays, my style of chanting Guru Mantra, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, that is different tone. In South, whatever you recite, that is different tone. That's why I always say that though our diversity, some uniformity somewhere should be there. Then only research work can be done it beautifully. So in one, that Vishnu Sahasranama experience get completed in 6 years. because always we have to take which audios are available in the market. We play with that, and then we see no, it is not acting, it is not. We get demoralized also in between. अरे कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, fever तो आ ही नहीं रहा है. But we have the trust that if it is mentioned in Charka, it has to be. Somewhere we might be not doing it properly, and then ultimately the result come it out. So like that, in some diseases, Charka says that you have to give grass or jaggery or these things to the cows also. And with that reference, they have described the different diseases in cows also and their Ayurvedic treatment. See, nowadays also there is no special branch in veterinary. They treat all, swan also, then lamb also, cow, buffalo, all this, but there is no specialization. But in Ayurveda, the time of the Ayurveda, there was a special branch over there which describes the Gavayurveda. All things related to the cow and how it works, that has been given. We just do puja and all that, that Kamdhenu that is giving over there, and all our devtas, they reside in this part, that part, and all that. But how scientific it is, how that the acharyas gone to the conclusion that offering jaggery or offering grass to the cow, it is going to work on your manas vyadis. If you are not getting that in your janma nakshatra, where on which nakshatra you are born, on that nakshatra, if you offer cow by, and simultaneously if you do the patting, I think if you are not knowing, all of us should try this, that whenever you offer something to the cow, just pat her out. And just in your dhyan state like that, 2-3 minutes you think, then you will feel the stimulations in your palm and your thought process goes down. Then, as we know, in those days, the wars, horses are used. So the acharyas, there was a different stream which is called Ayurveda also, which deals with the not only to the disease or the curation of the disease, the Ashwas get it out. There was the drug therapy to get Ashwa should be more chanchal. They should be more active. All of us might have heard the Rana, Pratap and Chetak. How that Chetak knows that my master is now no more and I have to take his body to our kingdom and in front of our queen only. This can be taught. In nowadays in materialistic world, those Ashwas are trained for that race course. Everyone we know how that do. So I think we should trust it out. If we can train them for money making, why we cannot train them for the reliability and liability on their masters? It can be. But in between, we have forgotten all these things. And I will say not forgotten. We have started non-trusting on that. And so the next generation, they are not following it out. Then one, as it is the science of herbal medicine and all that. So Vriksha Ayurveda also, because our acharyas were knowing that with the generation passes, the population will increase. And the demand of the herbal medicine is going to, now our Sanatan Dharma team also, they are looking for the medicinal plant forest, growing of the Ayurvedic medicinal plant forest. It is the need of the time. Yesterday only I told you that what pharmaceutical companies they are doing. So Ayurveda has given concentration and decide the method. They have given how the nakshatra nowadays it is there, because we all of us know that each nakshatra there is a one plant we should be worshipped if you have to take the positive benefits from it. So that is also given over there. But instead of Charak Samhita, the Vriksha Ayurveda has been more elaborative in Shali Hotra Samhita. Yesterday also I said that, and while reciting also I said, all these rishis, they are acharyas and they are the masters of their own field. So Rishi Shali Hotra was master in Vriksha Ayurveda, how that tree should be planted, in which region, habitat of that plant, and all those things has been taken care of. And one more, beside, we know in war, not only horses, elephants were also using them. So they have given the importance to Hastya Ayurveda also. All of us know that the longest gestational period on the earth of the creature among that is, we can say, of elephant. That's why we do the Varsha Shad there, because longest gestational period कि किसी भी योनि में गया होगा, after 11.5 months, the rebirth will be there. That is our assumption. And so we do it Varsha Shraddha now that, and then afterwards we start doing the things that now we can do it. Now that sorrow, grief has been really reduced because that holy Atma might have taken some birth. So all these different contemporary needed at that time has been taken care of it. Hastya Ayurveda, Gava Ayurveda, Ashwa Ayurveda, Vriksha Ayurveda, and all the things. But nowadays, what we are doing, we are keeping pets in, cat and dog and all that. Okay, so now we will go to our Sharia part, which has been today's main. So we will start with the Dinacharya. Ayurveda called Dina from morning 6 a.m. or more precisely, I will say 1.5 hour prior sunrise to 1.5 hour prior sunset. That is, they called it out as a Dina. And from sunset to sunrise, we will call it as a Ratricharya. So first thing, what Ayurveda recommends, that after getting up, what you should do it, all of us know, Brahma Murte Uttishtet. Why? Yesterday I explained Tridosh Siddhanta. These 3 dosh, they are on an average, to make it simplified for your understanding, I will say that there are 4 hours time. Suppose our daytime is 12 hours since morning, then the first 4 hours, second and third. In day, first 4 hours are of kapha, then they are pitta, and then they are vata. Again, from sunset to sunrise, 4 hours kapha, pitta and vata. So, if you understand this, you will learn when I should take my food, when I am supposed to go to work, when I am supposed to take water. We will see first 4 hours, that is kapha. In this kapha region, yesterday I gave you the clue that kapha is sandhane, or to give the stability, to maintain what you have. So all these things, if we correlate with that kala, you will get it out, the positive benefits from it. So if you uttishtet, Brahma Murte uttishtet, as your body has started with that. See, on uttishtet, there won't be the kapha kala. I said sunrise. If we from sunset to sunrise, we will say that 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. Last 4 hours will be vata. I said vayu gamane, that will make you activate. So before sunrise, if you get it out, your vayu will be more activated, and that will be in the positive direction. We know when swimming, all the swimmers, they might be knowing, in the direction of the wind, it is easy. So our acharyas were knowing that now our body, that vata dosha will now getting activated. So in that time, if we get up, तो body recharge हो जाएगा अच्छे से. That will act properly. Even if you start, you are regularly not getting up. But if you start in the morning, many are patient, by just asking them to get up in the morning, their constipation is relieved. Because they get there are 5 types of vata: pran, udan, vyan, saman, and apan. Apana has the excretory activity. And that get activated, then constipation is automatically relieved. But for taking one more key also underline, I will say, if you want to add a new habit or you want to leave any bad habit, you should give your body the timing of at least 21 days. Ayurveda has the scientific way of it explaining it out. Why 21 days are needed? So ऐसा नहीं होगा कि I have 3-4 days I have get up early and I am not getting the results. So what's the use? No. For 21 days, first you have to follow that new habit and then you will be able to see that. So first was Brahma Murte Uttishtet. Then the second thing, what they say, you should thank, because what happens in sleep? Our all metaphysiological activities, they are sluggish down. And all the day nowadays, our lifestyle is that till the last moment of our awareness, or you are alert, our body is working physically, mentally, and all that. Nowadays in sleep also, many people, they don't have that sound sleep also. So when our body will get the time to repair itself, all repairment happens in the night only. So you have to take care of that also, that going to bed at proper time, that will explain. So we will thank God that yes, it is just like Punarjanma. Yesterday I will do it out. And for good mental health also, what is there is a proverb in North India, Raat gayi, baat gayi. Leave it all yesterday's things. If you have quarrel with someone or if some bad thing has been happened with her, leave it with that. That was yesterday. The new sunrise, you should start with that. And if you start your day in Brahma Muhurte, just see it, the change. Yes, there are the positive vibes over there. No sound from the outside. No disturbance. You are with your own. Then they ask for the Sharira Shuddhi procedure. For that Sharira Shuddhi, they have the 2 criteria, one Bahya Shuddhi and Abhyantar Shuddhi. This Abhyantar Shuddhi happens with we chant some mantra or we just sit calm down. Our manas vicharas, they will calm down. We can plan in that in morning that now my day will be like this. I will be doing this work and all that. Then third, they say after your defecation, proper mala mutra utsarjan, after that only you should do your danta dhavana, brushing. I had seen several patients, they do it. No, so in morning I don't get the pressure, adding some tea, coffee or hot water or something. Why we need external something stimulation over there? Why we are not making our body, because body has its own tendency. Usko bolna nahi padta hai. Now you have to excrete. If whenever it takes from the needed nutrition from the body, the residual, it will throw it out. We have made that habit because we are not sleeping properly. Our body, we are giving it the stimulation, and nowadays that is a very bad thing has happened with that reels. See now the children, if you take them to the movie, they get bored after 10 minutes because every 1 or 2 minutes is the only their concentration time. They want something new after 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Then what our body will do? If body has to defecate or excrete, it has to give the command. Then from mouth to anus, the peristalsis should be there. The food should be moved like this, undigested one or unwanted one. We are not giving the time. Just 1 minute we think that, yes, no. And we leave it out. Or we take the outer forceful some stimulation. So if you want to make your body, you have to, for 21 days, I will get up in the morning. I will fully concentrate on that peristaltic movement, which give you the first urge that now the body is ready for defecation. So after defecation, then they call it as a Danta Dhavana. For Danta Dhavana, they have said, and all of us knows that dental cavities or all dental problems, they are with Madhura Rasa Sevana or due to Madhuras, because all these bacteria, virus and all that. And exactly opposite to that, yesterday while giving, explaining you the Shadras therapy, Shadras concept, I had given you that Kashaya Kshalane. Kashaya Rasa is washing. Do it out. So our all that Danta Dhavanas, they have Kashaya Rasa, Khadir, Nimba, Bakula, all these. Kashaya Rasatmak only. They have not given any plant which has Amla Rasa or Madhura Rasa or Lavanda Rasa or Katu Rasa. Only Kashaya, because Kashaya Rasa has the property of cleansing. Right? Then our acharyas, they tell you about the Jivha Nirlekhana. That means the cleaning of the teeth. Why it is important? Because there is a concept in Ayurveda that your tongue is the mirror of your digestion. I will ask all of you to do your own analysis. Start observing your own tongue every morning. The day you have constipation or indigestion or overeating you have done and all that, the next day you will find a yellowish sticky coat on your tongue. And that won't be removed after Jivha Nirlekhana also. So for healthy life, our Acharya says that every day you should do that Jivha Nirlekhana. There is a procedure how that Jivha Nirlekhana should be done, from inner to outer. Not like that. Not like this. Inner. Never rub to the edges that injure something sometimes, or not go too deep to the position of the taste buds. And if you start doing that, then after Jivha Nirlekhana also, if you find that yes, there is a slightish, if you start looking after it every day, then you will feel that difference. It is not like bilkul color difference you will found that yesterday it was pink and now it is. They are all comparative only. So they have given that. And that Jivha Nirlekhana, I am not explaining Danta Dhavan, everyone, we know it out. What are the benefits of all that? But for Jivha Nirlekhana, I will say that they say there are 3 main benefits of it. One, those who are doing Jivha Nirlekhana, if they don't do due to any reason on a specific day, they will find that day they are unable to pursue the test properly. Second, self-analysis is there. And third, whenever the moment we know that we eat something, our salivation starts. So the Jivha is properly nirlekhit, remove the sticky coat and all it, it will act as a good stimulation to your saliva. And all of you know that the digestion start at your mouth only. So Acharya says that there should be the good charvana. in our lokokti or in our general, we say that we should bite it for 32 times. Nobody does that 32 times. I will say do at least 16 times. And see how that food particles, they become tiny and all that saliva that get mixed properly with that. After that, nowadays, there is a not Ayurveda person, but non-Ayurveda person, they are promoting oil pulling. Everyone, every second, third patient come it out and they said, ma'am, we are doing oil pulling, still I have this problem and all that. I said, oil pulling, there is a basic difference is there. With which liquid you are doing, you cannot do just like that mouth freshener and with all that. With that things you cannot do. There should be the proper according to your body, your prakriti. There should be that, and that should be suggested by your Ayurvedic physician. And two ways are there. One is called kaval, and second is called gandush. What is the difference? Both have the holding of the fluid, medicated fluid. But in kaval, you take the quantity that much only, which you can move here and there. Just like I'm showing you the movements, how that should be. So that it goes in each and every corner of your mouth. If movement is there, that is called kaval. And when you take that medicated oil in your mouth, and that quantity should be that not a single ml more can be added to my mouth. If I put it out, that will come out. That much quantity you have to take in your mouth, and how much time you have to hold until your water from your eyes come out, just like tear. That depend according to the prakriti, the time differ from 6 minutes to 9 minutes. So nobody thinks about that. Just oil pulling, and then they say that I have done oil pulling and still I am not getting the results. Then natsya, putting some medicated or medicine oil in your nostrils. We all know that our nose have the filters. All of us have the hairs in that do two things. Our acharyas are knowing that one, they keep the passage moist. Due to that moist passage, whatever air we take in our body, that becomes humid. All of us are using AC nowadays. We know how the filter works. Humidity. Just imagine, think yourself and correlate about that. So, near about maximum medicines which are used for nasya, they are oil-based. They are not water-based. Because the concept is that the medicine should get stick up over here. That should form a thin lining in your inner nasal mucosa. And all of us know that this is our uttamang or urdhvang. Brain dead, sub dead. यहाँ से ऊपर गर्दन काटा, finish. And it is most sensitive. All our knowledge will come this. All senses are over also here. One pratimarshanasya, that is everybody with it has a long procedure with the nasya, but I will give you the tip how you can use. They say it every day if you according to season. If it is winter, mustard oil. If it is summer, coconut oil, and in rainy season, sesame oil, til oil. If you take only just one drop, and if you lubricate your both the nostrils, that will give you the effect just like of nasya, the whole procedure. But regularity should be there. It is not the one day thing. Then there is a Netranjan. All of us are knowing nowadays ophthalmologist. I am not calling them Netra Roga Tadnya. They have blame Ayurveda for putting kajal. Up to some extent, that is good also, because now how many of us we are preparing kajal at our home? Our dadi nani, they are well aware of the procedure. They used to put their homemade cow ghee and then put that bati in that, and then make it kajal, and after that they will put that kajal only in the eyes. And they know while taking every time in Corona, thank God to Corona, many people now they are got aware that prior doing each and everything you should wash your hands. So that was our procedure in from the ancient time also, that taking the baby prior, wash your hands, wash your feet, remove the outside clothes, wear home clothes, and then take it the baby. So that was healthier habit. But now the pharmaceutical companies, if you use it, it is not recommended. But yes, if you make by yourself, it is needed there, and they have given that the everyday practice that Netranjan, you should use it out. Now we are coming to the main thing, Vyayama. All of us, we are getting the news one and by then that he's so fit, he was well aware of that, and now all of a sudden, after his workout, he fell down. Finish. Have you thought what happens? See, I am giving you the gist of the basic concept. If you are doing some sort of Vyayama, I am not calling it as an exercise. Vyayama. What is expected? Sweat should come out. Because with the movement, with your that Vyayamas, heat is generated in your body. And that heat will open your sweat pores. And all of us, we know the scientific reasons that when the sweat come out, our thermal action of the body is that elevated heat that will be utilized for the evaporation of that sweat. And our body will cool down. But nowadays, all gyms, they are AC. Nobody knows the limit that I am over exercise I am doing or all that, because there is no sweat at all. Ayurveda says that how much should be your Vyayama? It is Ardha Shakti Vyayama, they call it out. And for recognize Ardha Shakti, they say it out. The moment it stops, sweat drops over here and your forehead, upper lip and forehead. That is your Ardha Shakti Vyayama. That is good for health. That won't give the excessive burden on your body parts. But if you are in AC and everybody on that jogger and all that, or unka competition chal raha hai, I have run 12 kilometers, then see, I will run it up the 14 kilometers. They are unable to recognize their limit. Then what will happen? The moment your heart or your other vital body parts, they are overexerted, nobody notice. And the moment they come out of that AC premises, they fall into. Because they have done injustice to themselves. But if Ayurveda person nowadays, they say that if you want to run the gym, good. But that should not be AC. How many of us will agree? Because we are habitual to that. They are creating more and more patient. Only kitna weight uthaya, how much weight I have lifted. That is not important. Exercise should be for the benefit of your own body, your own activities, your stamina. Nothing to do with that. If that person is taking, just like also nowadays, zero figure. Zero figure is not recommended in Ayurveda. They say that you should see first to your mother structure, your father structure, your food habits, sattva. How about you are adding and all that? And they have given the indication that if the weight with which, no doubt, आपका outer that you have to consider, but not necessary each one should be zero figure. That is not good for the health. Many are patient I have seen drastically put their weight down, or they suddenly they increase the weight and then they land in the systemic failure. Some or other organ, triglyceride बढ़ गया, or cholesterol has been increased like that. So we have to recognize. Ayurveda has the clear indication how much Vyama you should do, in which premises. They said no purovataha, no ativataha. We have exactly opposite we are doing, and that's why we are feeling ill. And people say every day I do so much Vyama, I can run this, I can do this and all that, and still how I am ill, why I am getting the disease. We are not doing properly, not the scientific way. Then they say it out according to Ritu, you should put Abhyanga. Especially they have said that prior Vyayama should be prior bath. Now in our culture, I get time in the evening after coming from school, college or office, they go in the gym. Midnight gym openers are there in the metros nowadays. Is it healthy? We are getting crazier. We are doing injustice with our body. Abhyanga, they put it out. That according to Ritu, the same concept, which oil we are, according to Ritu, we are using for Nasya. We have to use for the Abhyanga. Abhyanga is also a procedure. That Abhyanga should start from lower part of the body to the upper part. We do exactly opposite. We put first and then from that body. We do many other things, but we do not do it how the Ayurveda explains it out. Then there is a concept of bath, snana. How that snana should be? According to season, you should use it out, cold or hot. Many are people, they said, no, whole year I use the hot water. Not necessary. Drop by drop, you have to lower the temperature of that water from holy. We have the beautiful, yesterday also I told that Ayurveda was there in the day-to-day life of each and every person in India. We have finished ourselves by forgetting all those things. You might have seen after Holika Dahan, the next day we used to put that water over there, and on that Agni it get hot, and then we used to take the bath on next day of the Holi. That was supposed to be the hottest snan, and after that gradually you have to taper the temperature of the water. Then Vastra Dharana Vidhi is also there. Smallest things they have taken it into the consideration. All of us know that cotton clothes in the summer, loose fitting, then light shades. We know that black and dark color, they absorb the heat and more. They know thousands of years prior. They have all those. Then Namana Vandana, that is just like the Bahya Abhyanta Shuddhi, that is called the Manasa Shuddhi. All you have done this, and then you start your day. So all these activities should be done in the Kapha Kala. So suppose, for understanding, we say that from 6 to 10, that all these things should be completed. And then the Kala of Pitta starts. So the ideal time for taking the food is 10 to 2 between. We know even our Pitru Kala also we take that while offering the Shraddha food and all that, that should be between the 12 to 2. Everything in India, whatever the rituals we perform, our day-to-day activity, all are interlinked. If we take your food in that between, your regular habit, you make it out like that, then it is obviously it is a pitta kala. Body will view it I said in one word, transformation. It is ready for changing the things. That's why office timings are also 10 indirectly, because transformation can take place in that. Work you can do. Kal ka mera ye kaam, it is there. Now how to proceed. All that. And then Vata. What will you? I said Gamane, because the food taken which is stored in the stomach and all that movement should be in front, so that all digestive juices and all that, they will act it out. And even proper nutrition will be there. So this whole krama they have given as a dincharya. Then what about the ratricharya? They said again it has the 4 hours are kapha, pitta, and then vata. But they don't recommend, just like in morning they ask you to take the food in pitta kala. Evening food you cannot take in pitta kala. You should take it kapha kala. It is necessity. And that's why they always says that your evening food should be lighter, less in quantity. The food should be easy to digest. And that should be in the purvardha of Kafakala. That means not for 4 hours, whole 4 hours. Just like Pitta, they say it in that 4 hours. They said no, in Kapha, initial 4 hours. So your nowadays nutritionist or dietitian also, they say that you should take your evening food in between 6 to 8. Why? Because the evening food that will remain stagnant, your activity will be slowed down after 2-3 hours. In Pitta Kala, you are not supposed to be active over there. You will be sleeping. Your body will be in repairment, self-repairment stage. So you have to stop over there. Right? Now, what about while eating? How to take the water? There is one beautiful shloka in Ayurveda. They call it Ajirne Bheshajam Vari, Jirne Vari Balapradam, Bhojane Chamritam Vari, Bhojanante Vishapradam. If you have indigestion, you should not eat anything, but instead of that, you have to take a water. But which water? Lukewarm water. They call Ajirne Bheshajam Aushadhi Vari. Vari means Jalam. That hot water, because your Agni has gone down, it was not that much efficient to digest your food. So from outside, you have to give some heat energy also to digest that. See, isn't it scientific? Agni ko, Agni Pradipta, you have to come it out, you have to give food. Jirne Vari Balapradam. When your food has been digested, that means now you think, hey, now I should have some high tea. Just like nowadays it has become the fashion. It is not recommended in Ayurveda. Even not breakfast also. Only 2 meals. Breakfast has come from Western over here. We used to take 2 meals only. At that time, when my food has been passed out from the stomach to the duodenum or the small intestine, at that time you should drink water, so that all the residual food material which has not been passed over there, because all of us know that fat takes some more time, non-veg takes some more time to digest, so that all things should be also, because then body knows that next food will be coming over here, I have to be prepared for next meal. So at that point you have to take the water, and that is called a Jirne Vari Balapradam. That will give you the bala. Bhojane Chamritam Vari. In between, sip water. That is good. Why? Because the sip of the water, if someone is not do the churning of the food in the mouth properly, that will be get mixed with properly. That will help to engulf also. That is good. But how much that should be? Just to make a lubricated bolus of whatever you have taken in your mouth. And bhojanante vishapradam. Because yesterday also I said that whenever we put the water on the Agni, what is happens? It sees off. That should not happen because the Agni should be ignited. It has to do its work. If it is ignited, then only it can do the proper digestion for it. It can act on the each and every particle molecule of your food. So don't do that. Have a habit of taking water in between your grass or after the digestion process. And what is that? Near about after you take the food, after 3 hours, it's get below, and that will help you, right? So Ratri Charya, then again Ishvandana, that what you have done wrong. Every one of knows, our inner mind gives you that you have done this wrong, you have done injustice with someone, or even ourselves. Many a times nowadays, many a times we cannot say no to anything. We don't like, but still we do it. So in subconscious mind, that gives also. Ayurveda says that for that also you should be very careful. Otherwise, your manovikara, manovastrotas will get involved in that. Right? So that is the Ratricharya. Then, as a duty of any that you have to do for the progeny, we have to reproduce. It is the nature law. So the Maithuna Vidhi, whole Maithuna Vidhi, on which days, when there should be Maithuna for the girl child if you want to, or when to be on if you want male child also. Don't take it otherwise now to, otherwise it is banned in several states over there. But they have given the vidhis of that. And that Ratricharya and end of the Ratricharya will be with the Brahmamutra. So no grief, no sorrow, and Ayurveda says no next day word to word planning. Just with the plan that tomorrow I have to do this one. That has to be taken care of. So this was Dincharya, Ratricharya. All of us knows now there is a concept of Ritucharya, that how to go from one Ritu to another. Our all festivals, celebrations, they have already, why we eat specific or make the specific delicacies on that festival only? Ayurveda has that concept. Just you might be knowing that on Sankranti, Tilgud, Sesame and Jaggery, because it is on the winter in between or at the end of the winter, you need that snigdha guna of that and sweet guna of Jaggery for that. Like that, or just like now we have that Yugadi or Gudi Padwa, we take that Nimba because Kashayaras is needed in these days. We all of us get Vasantik Vamana Shibir, you might have heard that Ayurvedic physician, they do it out. In these days, easily we get cough and cold, sneezing, rhinitis and all that. For that, the whole combination, just see that Nimbapatra, Kashaya Rasatma, Jaggery, then Hingu, we added Asota Patida. All ingredients, these are the Ayurvedic, they are properties because there should be your Kshalane, Kashaya Kshalane, then Jaggery, the sweetness, good secretions should be there so that your throat will get lubricated. And then Hingu for digestion, because in these days you might feel that even if you eat small things also, that gives you the stomach fullness feeling for that. So this we know in which ritu we winter, we use warm clothes, warm water. Natural instinct is there, but main concern is how to enter from one ritu to another. They call it as a ritu sandhi kal. Last 15 days of the first ritu and first 15 days of the next coming ritus, they call it as a Ritu Sandhikal. On this Ritu Sandhikal, what we should do? First, we should make some ahar changes. Next, we should make some vihar changes. Hope all of us understand what is ahar and what is vihar. And then vastra paridhana changes also they are needed. Then dharana changes also there. Just like in rainy season, we have to take umbrella. That umbrella can be used in summer also to protect from the sunlight. But they have mentioned that in rainy season, that can be the black one. But in summer season, that should be the lighter shade one. Otherwise, that it will engulf you, covered your face and all that. We know it all. So, not 100% you should say that now the Ritu has come it out. I have to stop completely. From very next day, I will start eating freeze water. I will start using that open clothes and all that. No. In winter, if you are wearing 3-layer, in North India, there is too much cold over there. 3 layers. First 4-5 days, you should eat 2 layers. Even if you feel that it is too hot, don't go it up. Otherwise, there will be the temperature difference. And all of a sudden, not like that. You started the very next day of the Holi, that now the Vasant Ritu has come and now it is start getting hotter and all that. And very next day, I will start eating that Nimbu Sharbat and then Pana, raw mango drink and all that. No. If you want to take it raw mango drink also, they have got that 1/4 portion. Regularly, if you are taking in summer, you are taking 1 glass, you should take only 1 bowl, smaller one. Like this Ritu Sandhikal, they say it out, your charya should be there. And by gradually, every 4 days, if you increase or decrease, so in 15 days to 20 days time, you will just shift from one to two. Actually, these charyas are one lecture at least on one charya can. So many things are there over there. Then Rajaswala charya is there. What is Rajaswala? I think many people, we female have done it, that why to stay aloof, why not to go to the temple, why not to cook the food and all that. We are rebellious now, our generations. But I will just give my all female delegates. If you wear gajra and put flowers in your, have you noticed if in your rest of the days that gajra is fresh for 6 hours, in your menstrual period, it is not up to that time. It fed up after 1.5 hours or 2 hours. I will ask you to all of the female delegate, just go on observing. Even males, they can ask their spouses and they also. Why? Because the body temperature has been raised over there. See, the outer put gajra that can be fed up, what will happen to your body inner? It won't act on your body. Obviously. In those days, many are females, they face that mood swings, pain. You want to take the rest. Every day you are, after just like machine, you are doing your whole work. The beautiful culture was there. The blending of the health issues, taking care of the necessity of the female and also there. Beside one more experiment, I will ask you, the female, they meet here. Just make a food. And now the summer has started and keep it outside. Obviously, in these days, it will spoil after some hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. If in regular time, it get spoil after 7 hours, if you prepare food in your menstrual days, span rings. हमें पता है ना, we know it, that while baking chapati also, too hot temperature, what it carbonize, just like that. These small observations will give you that it is the need of the body also. So Ayurveda says that during Rajasvala, you should oneself keep aside also themselves. Proper care should be taken care of that. How to take the pads, when to destroy it out, how many days. Many are our traditions. We have started that after washing your hairs, you can go to temple. Who said? Ayurveda says don't wash your hairs during the menstrual cycle unless and until there is a heavy flow. You should not. When your body gives you the signal that the menstrual flow has been reduced, then you can have your wash. Just this experiment, I will give you all the female. Wash immediately and see how the flow comes it out. Abruptly slow down, and if it is the regular practice over there, then they land when the human females, they go into the menopause age. There is irregular bleeding, heavy bleeding, or something, and then they land in the removal of the uterus or hysterectomy. Nobody thinks it is due to that, but Ayurveda explains it. That's why they have given that importance to that also. The same thing with the Sutika Paricharya also. Yesterday I had touched that part that nobody will find out. I had seen several patients when they, just like after delivery, they put in the AC because the summer has happened. Is it that? All of us who are mothers, they know what tremendous exertion and pressure a female goes during that labor. Is it needed? And that may be suitable for the Western countries because outside there is all throughout the year there is snowfall. They are cold only. So if they put that delivery female in AC, what is the difference? Because outside is like that only. But here it is not like that. Our temperature is different. We have to see each and everything cannot be copied. We have our beautiful science, healthy science, well-being science, all the things we have already. We should follow that. We should read it out. Keep your mind open. Try to find the connection, interconnection. Why Acharya says like this? That was the observation. So many years they might have taken. That's why they said that don't wash your hairs in that menstrual period. Because they have gone through the study and they have seen that not immediately at the age of menopause, the female is lying over there. Why after multiple deliveries, females are healthy? There was no prolapse of uterus and all that because they were preparing. They are not keeping contact in Rajasvala. Nowadays, it is normal thing. Second day also, they start doing Maithuna and all that. The infection that will go because at the time of menstrual, the cervix is open. You have to keep that. So many things our Ayurveda has given. Each and every explanation is the most scientific and observed. They have done very small things. I have taken more this deep into because I want the people to trust their own knowledge, their own system of the medicine. That how beautifully, how much pain they have taken to come to that conclusion. And we just throw it out. Western, they are coming over here. So I think most of what were planned, we have completed out, and one Ashtanga Ayurveda, that glimpse I will give it out, and one prebiotic and probiotic that will take 2 minutes over there. Nowadays, everybody is offer whenever you go to gastroenterologist and all that to have your prebiotic or probiotic food. We don't have to take from outside only. Our traditionally prebiotic and probiotic were lassi chach, our pickles, our all chutneys. What are they? They have the perfect blending of all the shadrasas They have seen the activities on your gut tract. Yes, but if you are eating the pickle just like sabji, or you are not eating sabji, only pickle you are eating, then that will give you the harm only. Or only curd if you are eating every day. Chalega. Use common sense. You will know it out. No. अच्छा है इसका मतलब हम we cannot do it. I like the sweet thing, so my whole diet could not be gulab jam only. It is just impossible. So ahar vidhi, annapan vidhi, udak sevan vidhi, all these jincharya, riticharya, they are for the healthy way. Now also the world is also looking after none of the health science, they take care of how to be healthy. क्योंकि उनकी मार्केट कैसे चलेगी? If you feel ill, then only they will get the money. Pharmaceutical companies will flourish. All doctors will earn. Only Ayurveda is the science which give the concept of that. आप कभी बीमारी ना पड़े. You should not fall ill. You should be healthy. For healthy, what should be done? That is beautifully explaining that. Okay. And many people, they think that the Ayurveda has just only the one thing. Yesterday that Sushruta Shalya therapy question was there. Like that, in Ayurveda, I had when uttering the Charak Samhita, Sushrut Samhita, I said Ashtanga Sangraha. In those days, they have divided Ayurveda in 8 streams. Kaya, Bala, Graha, Urdhvanga, Shalya, Agada, Jara, Vrishaihi. Kaya means the internal medicine, which at present we are saying. Then Bal is the pediatric branch, which we are saying. Then Graha, that is all your, we cannot say just like Graha Badha. They have called all the organism causing disease also in the Grahas. Then Urdhvanga, ENT, we all know it. Shalya is surgery. Then Agad means forensics medicine. I said you that dose, then its side effects, how to remove it and all that. That concept has been there. That was about Agad. And now the geriatric branch is developing out because the average lifespan has increased and everybody who has come to earth, they don't want to die. This was desire since centuries ago also. So they have a separate branch for that, Jaraha and Vrishaihi, that the good progeny can be reproduced. क्योंकि हम कहते हैं युवा ही भारत का भविष्य होता है. Young generation is the replica of the nation. So Ayurveda is so vast, but in this 2 lecture, I have tried to cover almost all aspect in the scientific way, because not only to give you the knowledge, you should have the trust that yes, it is also a scientific science. Hope I have succeeded in that. In my lecture, whatever the good things which can be conveyed to you, those all of my acharyas. If I have failed somewhere in explaining you, then it is due to my own knowledge or my own lacuna. I bow to all the acharyas and I will be happy if there is any question. Thank you very much for patience listening.
Thank you very much, madam. And you clearly explained about all these topics uh, very clearly, and how the Ayurveda is differentiated from the world health systems, and Western and Indian systems are differentiated. Truly, these all are acceptable by everyone, but not it is possible to everyone followed in these ways because they are totally enjoying the mechanical life, I think. So that all the fellows are accepting all these things but not following, I think. It is very easy to follow. but Ayurveda is saying always explaining about our good health and lifestyle always. So thank you very much, madam. And then with your permission,
Namaskaram,
first we
madam.
complete. Just wait. With your permission, we will go to session ending Prarthana and Janaganamana after the questionnaire system. Thank you, madam. Sailata Mahodaya.
Yes, ma'am. ॐ स्वस्तिः प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतम् सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Dhanyavad Mahodaya. And then Janaganamana. जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्ज्वल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद. धन्यवाद to all. Around me, so many are saying Ayurveda is a tough to follow. That is not correct. Now, madam is said very simply how to follow the Ayurveda systems in our better good life. It is very easy to follow. I just now noticed all these points. Thank you very much, madam. Now it is the.
I will add one more line. If
Thank
you don't want to fall ill, you have to follow. Otherwise, go to doctor, pay the money, and still you won't feel good.
Yeah, so many are saying like this. Only Ayurveda, you go to. Now I am today also we are using only the traditional systems, sont and trifalas or honey. These are the only for the cough, etc., cold cough, and so many things. but it is regularly in our family. But nowadays, the daughter-in-laws are etc. Fellows are saying it is very tough, very tough. It is very easy to know and follow the tips of Ayurveda. It is very thankful, madam. So simply you said. Next, it is the session of questionnaire. Sirisha, madam, raised her hand.
Namaskar, Mahodaya.
Namaskar.
Madam, as you discussed about menstrual, can I ask a doubt related to that?
Yeah, you can ask if I am a physician. You can ask me anything.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, when I feel sick, like if I get a fever or if I get any cough, I may visit hospital. When I use that medicines, I won't come. The periods won't come, ma'am. When I stop using that medicines, again the periods will start. Like wantedly, like I don't understand the reason. What is that? But if I start using that, my regular cycle will be disturbed. And after stopping that using of medicines, it will be continued.
Yes, yes, that happens. That's why I am saying that no two individuals are same. डोलो सबको नहीं चलेगी और सबको सब fever that will come down. But what about other things? What are the other changes happening in your body? That tablet, when you are taken on in the absorption, that on excretion is kidney and all that.
వినిపిస్తే వెనకలేందుకు మనుషుల మీద మనం చేద్దాం క్లినికల్ ట్రయల్.
I think someone else is talking. So that happens many times. So according to your prakriti, beside that also the dose also. I will give you the dolo example only. The dolo 650 is suitable for the 65 kg weight person because the dose is 10 milligram per kg body weight. What happen if 40 kg person take it out?
The
Just
body
think
won't support.
what will happen if 100 kg will take, the temperature will come down, but that won't achieve that expected lower level. And if 40, 50 kg, they take it 650 milligram, then rest of the tablet, where that will lower your temperature?
Yes, ma'am.
Think yourself. You will get your answer.
Actually, so that's why, ma'am, when I start medicines, if the menstrual stops, and then I'll discontinue my medicines and I'll stop the medicines using.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
They direct trigger your sections. Because our anatomy is like that. Uterus, just above it, there is a kidney. Bladder come it out. So if there is a pressure up there, that uterus will be compressed.
Okay, ma'am, but
That happens. That
can I
happens.
ask another issue related to menstrual? Like,
See, these things, they are
Well-
medical problems. Yesterday also I said it out, that medical problems, etiology and all that, that is the different thing, complete history and all those things, anything. If anything related to the topic, you can ask me on this platform.
Okay, ma'am.
If you are not understood any concept, any siddhanta, you don't find my any logic to be appropriate, all you can ask me. But not my disease and for that medicine and all that. Because it is right now, it is an educational platform.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Pramodini, madam, you raised your hand. You please ask.
Namaste. Yeah, Vaidya Mahodaya, namaste. So I talked yesterday. So I'm doing this, lifestyle medicine. You know how it is in America and the Western world. They talk about 6 pillars of life or health or whatever, which has been, like I told yesterday, I took 1 year of Ayurveda. Of course, it's an ocean. But everything you said, I'm so amazed with, how they say criteria for a rogi and who can be a doctor, paricharika, vaidya. So I'm just saying, when I did this integrative medicine too, they were always looking down upon Ayurveda. They say, oh, traditional Chinese medicine is ancient, and Indians, got it from China. I'm like, no, it's the other way around. Ours is the most ancient, and they people borrowed or copied or whatever from us. So I'm just saying, when I'm going through all this, everything is in so much detail, like you mentioned yesterday and today. You touched upon everything, but I'm saying it's like such a vast ocean, needs so much, like you were saying, even to do research. You said they looked at 120 at least records of Vishnu Sahasranama, and but the thing is, research is already there because we have been using this for thousands of years, right? So it's already proven.
In one word, it is time tested only.
Yes. So I don't know why we have to prove it again and again. I'm just saying.
Pharmaceutical lobbies are there. This platform will not be proper on to talk anything.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying. So when I read all these integrative medicine, functional medicine, now it's so big, very popular in America, lifestyle medicine, but which we have already been taught, tested in our, I hope, like we said yesterday too, I hope better days are coming, to get in our own recognition, and we don't need anybody else to praise or anything, but if we start following our own culture, it would bring a lot of change. Thank you so much, Mahoday, for your knowledge and passion. Dhanyavada. Thank you so much.
Madam, you said bowel movement should be first and then Danta Davana. So drinking water to stimulate the bowel movement, is it correct, ma'am? And how many
It should
liters
not be needed actually. If the proper ahara quantity has been taken, you have slept properly, then the motion will be there at the right time and with the single call. Just you have the sensation and you should go it out.
Okay.
Like that
And
habit
how many?
can be better. We think,
Yes,
oh no, I was feeling, now it has gone and all that. People do like this.
And how many liters of water is there any amount?
I said yesterday, I said that Shuddha Samay Bhojanam, Trishna
that's what
Samay
you said.
Niram.
Whenever is
Your
needed.
body, actually, what happened to our thing? We have stopped listening our body. We don't have the time, na?
Correct.
If we start listening to our body, your body will give you it is amazing machinery that has been made by the God. That Prakriti, Purush and all that.
Yes, ma'am.
But problem is with us. We want to hear what we want to hear. We don't want to hear what our body is saying. That is the main problem.
Correct, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. I have to leave because tomorrow I have to take the exam in the university. So I think I have to stop over here. My train timing, and it will take me 40 minutes to reach to railway stations.
Okay. Thank you very much, madam.
But if any query will be there, answer, if you WhatsApp me, I will surely answer it out. Okay.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Namaste.
much, madam, for your good suggestions and treatment systems. Thank you, madam. సార్ వేణుగోపాల్ సార్, ఈ చాట్ బాక్స్ లో ఉన్న వాటిని మేడం కి పంపిద్దాము, వాటి రిప్లైస్ తీసుకుంటాం.
Right, madam. Already, I think
అది రికార్డ్ చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి
already some questions are already pulled out and asked by some persons.